Greetings. This is Ravana Noon, also known as Rayta Nunamun, the Shadow Warrior. Of course, as always, I'd like to introduce ourselves. I'm just part of a collective known as Awakening Universal Mind. Our whole objective is to assist others on the path and the road of self mastery, not to follow, not to belong to Mickey Mouse clubs, exclusive social clubs, or anything of the like, but to give people the necessary information that I've learned through experience, through time and tested experience that can benefit themselves on a path to elevation and transformation. And it is all done within yourself. Anybody who comes posing as a guru, a master, a spiritual master, master teacher, or anything else that is not giving you the necessary information for you to do the work to become that self master or the master over yourself is fooling you, is lying to you, and is playing games with you. First, you have to understand that you cannot become anything. You already are everything. So if you are everything, all you have to do is be. Be that which you are. The necessary powers to elevate yourself are within. The necessary powers to become that next master of transformation is already within you. We can watch all the martial arts movies, all the Hollywood movies, with all the sci-fi and all these things, and I love those movies too. Don't get me wrong, but that power actually lies within you. You don't need anybody to tell you how to live your life because no one is in your shoes. Only you are in your shoes. So I or anybody else cannot tell you how to live your life. So any Moors, Nation of Islam, Nation of 5% of Gods on Earth, Freemasons, House of Consciousness, or any other baboons, buffoons, and coons that are trying to tell you this is the way, the truth, and the light, and or this is the truth, and this is the only truth, is fooling you. First of all, what is the purpose of debating all day and night amongst yourselves? When according to you all, the slave master is the real enemy. The white man is the real enemy. So why don't you debate Caucasians instead of debating amongst each other and looking like a bunch of idiots, banging on your chest like a bunch of gorillas, like I got the master supreme knowledge, when none of you have anything but a bunch of regurgitated knowledge that was taught from this person or that person, and you think it's so supreme and so superior when most of that shit you're talking about is irrelevant to your personal transformation. Yeah, sure, it's good to know your history, your tribal lineage, your ancestry. It's good to know all that. But that is in the past. That is when you were before the trauma, during the trauma. How is that serving you today? You have to live now in today's present society. In your present society, you have to live and create a system that is past or before the traumatic experience of enslavement of our ancestors. Whether your ancestors come from Jamaica, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Barbados, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, African Americans here in the United States or anywhere else, all of our ancestors are related and are from some point and some origin point in Africa. So if you in today's time are still hanging on to those religions and traditions and systems, whether it be Hebrew Christianity, Islam, which was given to you before slavery, during slavery, and after slavery, to incarcerate your mind into a system of mind control to keep you under enslavement, and you're still using that system today, albeit whatever you call yourself today, you are still within an incarcerated mind. You are still within the group psychology, group mentality, mob psychology, and you are easily led to are easy cattle led to slaughter. So you have to realize that is now. You are the master now. You are living in a new paradigm shift where you must become the I, self, Lord, and Master, as the nation of 5%ers or guys on earth say, or I, self, law, and master, as the Moors say. Learn how that shit is applicable to you today. What good is it just to say that shit if you don't know how to apply that shit and you still being ruled by the insecurities, doubts, fears, worries, traumas, and pain of the past? Realize that all of us, regardless what race, nationality, or tradition, are all incarcerated from the year 0 to 10. Meaning that from the year 0 to 10 is when you are socialized, we are socialized within whatever social norm, society, or group that has some conditional teachings based upon religion, tribal lineage, affiliation, whatever you want to call it. And that upbringing, anything that happened to you from 0 to 10 can and will affect you the rest of your life. I'll keep it simple, brothers and sisters. Here's how simple it is. Let's say one day you and your friends were playing games and they created these mud pies and you interpret it as being real pies and you ate it. When you ate it, you realized they weren't real pies. From that day forth, you lost all trust of people because you were fooled and duped into tasting what was really mud. And from that day forth, you have trust issues the rest of your life. It could be that simple, y'all. And it will manifest and continue the rest of your life. So what do? Do you blame the white man for that situation? Or do you take control of your own personal situation and realize only you can elevate yourself past that situation that still affects you to today? You can and will, if you realize this, will overcome that. How? Go within yourself. The subconscious mind, the underworld, as the Kemeticists want to talk about the underworld, the duats, or duats, and don't realize that the underworld is really your subconscious mind, where everything actually manifests or is buried at. So it doesn't matter if you want to be deep Kemetic, if you don't know what the shit you're talking about, and just want to talk and give a bunch of philosophy and ideology and metaphysical concepts and have no goddamn clue what you're referring to, then why are you even dealing with it? You might as well stay a Christian if you're bringing a Christian mentality into Kemetic doctrine. No, my brothers and sisters, the duat of the duat is the underworld, which is your subconscious mind, where all the crap is buried of yourself. Where all the crap of yourself is buried. Your pains, your traumas, your issues. And let me tell you this before I finish this, because this is a brief video, which will lead to many more. Let me share this with you. Anybody who tells you to stay on the positive and avoid the negative is also fooling you. Why do I say that? Because the positive also and always will have its polar opposite, which is a negative. And in reality, a positive and a negative are exactly the same thing, just varying degrees of vibration of the same exact thing, an energy or force. So you cannot deal with just positive because eventually the pendulum will swing to the negative. And when you're in the negative, let me finish it by saying this: embrace the negative. Embrace the negative, deal with the negative, observe the negative, and you then and only then will you overcome it because you can understand where that negative thought actually originates within yourself, and then you can control it and master it. And I say this and I'm charged up today because I'm tired of this crap of everybody always wanting to be on some social club, Mickey Mouse bullshit. I'm this, I'm that, and none of you are giving your people the true solution. Our people are suffering because y'all want to all be a bunch of baboons, want to control money, and want to egotistically prove that you know something. Teach the truth, people. Give the people the keys to their own salvation, and teach them by your experience that the only truth is that you are your own master, and none, and none can tell you about yourself but you. Only you can master yourself and only you can transform. I can give you a little knowledge, but you got to do something with it. So it's just knowledge until you apply it, which then becomes wisdom. My brothers and sisters, I say peace.